But once again, she's hot as shit.
Yeah.
She's definitely out of his league, but he has money and resources, so that kind of puts him
league level.
Yeah, league level. As a man, we understand the resource thing. Like we can be visually, our women can outshine us, but money wise, it can kind of put us in the same category.
But deep down, he's got to be unsettled with that too, because
of course
he has an affair with Annette Bening's character.
Of course, which means he probably wasn't having sex either.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
And also his wife looked a lot younger than him.
Yeah.
So now we're dealing with
image.
Yeah. It was kind of weird. So Lester has a drink, violently kisses his wife in the mouth in front of Buddy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what point he was trying to prove.
He didn't give a shit.
He just
that this was dumb. I mean, he's looking at his wife flirting with the real estate king. Yeah. And he doesn't give a shit about that either.
He doesn't care about that.
He's almost, he's so checked out and he's in the process of breaking and redefining himself. He's like, oh my God, this is a pathetic place.
Yeah.
And I'm pathetic here. Everyone here is pathetic. This is all a facade. This is all materialistic. I want out. And then Ricky Fitz gets him out.
And look, let me tell you this as being a married man, married twice. As married men, we get dragged to a lot of shit we don't want to go to.
Of course.
And I feel just like Lester sometimes, like I don't want to fucking be here. And no, I don't want to meet your girlfriend's husband. I have my own male friends. I don't need any new male friends. So I understand that part of, as married men, sometimes we get put in positions to keep the peace. We'll just go along with it. So I understand that point of view. But this is also when Lester meets up with Rick, and they smoke outside.
Yeah.
And Rick's boss comes outside and says something to him like, you need to come back inside and finish. I don't pay you to stand out here and smoke weed. Rick says, basically, fuck you.
Fuck off.
You don't have to pay me. I quit. And that amazes Lester because he doesn't have that type of control in his life to just quit anything. He has to deal with the consequences of coming home and telling his wife shit like that.
Yeah.
But Rick, being a free thinker and a free spirit, Rick is like, and also he sells weed.
Yeah. This is
not forget about
the cover. Yeah.
Not forget about the 40 G's he's kind of has at home. I feel like this, even if Rick didn't have $40,000 at home and it wasn't a huge weed dealer, he still would have the personality to say, fuck you and this job, I'm out.
Yeah.
His mentality was, I'm going to do what I want to do with my life.
Isn't it amazing that Lester Burnham sees that as a superpower? Like he could have flown, he could have had X-ray vision, but just to tell someone to go fuck themselves was a superpower that Lester Burnham didn't have.
At all. And he was amazed by it. He said, you're my new hero.
You're my new personal hero.
A kid, an 18-year-old boy is your new hero because you saw him stand up for himself.
Yeah.
And in your life as a 42-year-old man, you don't have the balls to stand up for you. Not even against people in your own house.
Yeah.
You don't even stand up for yourself.
I mean, he's been conditioned by 20 years of being beaten down.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's so sad to see that, man. It's so sad. But I'm so glad that Rick kind of gave him that second spark. I mean, he had a spark from seeing Angela.
Yeah.
But Rick gave him that real spark.
Yeah.
Like, that's the type of mentality I need to have like Rick, like my homie Rick.
Yeah. Tell
people to go fuck themselves.
If you're reinventing yourself, you're picking and choosing the best parts you see from your heroes.
Yes. So Carolyn comes out. She's kind of drunk. She's set up some type of date with a buddy, a business date, business lunch. So they go home and Angela's there with their daughter. And Angela, once again, is overly flirting with this grown-ass man. So let me ask you this. Angela, what type of home life you think Angela came? Because we never saw her home. So what do you think, in your mind, if you open up her house, open up the door and walk in, what are you seeing in her house to make her behave the way she's behaving?
Yeah, that's funny. I always thought of Angela as kind of like a latchkey kid, someone who didn't have a lot of love and support in the home. Because let's face it, she's this 16, 17-year-old girl who really wants to be more advanced than she really is. And she does that by telling everyone how great she is.
Right.
And that's not what someone who gets a lot of support and actually has developed confidence does.
Right.
So it's a weakness that she needs to seek this validation through her sexuality and, the power that she has.
That's the most dangerous thing to me is a young woman who understands her sexual value early.